All right. Now listen up. I'm gonna try to keep this under 3 minutes, but we're gonna talk about how to find a wife. This is a 3 minute video for men. Okay, single men, that is. So how to find a wife. All right. Number one is if you don't know Jesus Christ, you're not ready to find a wife. It's just that simple. Because being married is a reflection of Jesus Christ's relationship with the church. So if you don't have any idea about who Jesus is, or you haven't accepted him, and you don't respect his relationship with the church and the church's relationship with Jesus, then you're just not ready for marriage yet. Okay? It's just that simple. All right. Because when you get married, you have to love your wife as Christ loves the church, and she needs to respect you as the church respects Jesus. And if you don't have any respect for all of that, you're not ready for marriage. All right. Number two, well, this is may sound a little funny, but if you don't get sexually aroused, if you never get sexually aroused, then maybe marriage isn't for you. Because marriage is actually an avenue, a righteous avenue, a God approved avenue for you to express your sexuality. And should I say these days, to express your heterosexuality. Okay. That's approved by God. And marriage is the way to do that. But if you never get sexually aroused, then you're probably not ready for marriage. You probably don't need to get married, because it's better to marry than to burn. If you don't never burn, if you don't ever feel like you're sexually burning, then you probably don't need a wife. Okay. All right. So that's two things. And like I said, it's only 3 minutes, so we can't go through everything. But two things. Number one, you need to know Jesus Christ. You need to respect him. You need to understand how he relates to the church and how the church should relate to Jesus and how all of that relates to marriage. And so therefore you have to be saved. You have to know Jesus and accept him as your Lord and Savior and respect who he is and who the church is to him and who he is to the church. Okay? So you're ready for marriage. You're ready to find your wife if you love Jesus. And you're ready for marriage if you get sexually aroused. Some people say you get horny. Anyway, whatever word you want to use, okay? But it's better to marry than to burn. And if you don't feel like you burn, then you're probably not ready for marriage. All right. You're not ready to find a wife, and I'm probably going to have to cut this short. I am going to have to cut it short. But you're not ready to find your wife if you don't know who you are. If you don't know what type of career you ought to be in and what God has ordained you for, as far as career wise, you're not ready for a wife because her job is to help you. And if she don't know what to help, then you're not ready to find a wife. She needs to know what to help first. And you got to know who you are. All right.